This is one of the This is one of the good things we did as a country by setting up an independent institution to deal with issues of corruption. What is left is for us to support the institution to function. This statement, Mr. Speaker, is very profound, and I want to associate with it. Oftentimes we politicize such institutions, and eventually we make their work lame, and we don't get the desired results. I think that the 149 million allocated to this institution, though may not be sufficient, but it is an effort made by government, which is a higher amount as compared to previous. Many other institutions, departments, and agencies are not getting this amount.
Welcome to Kessben TV, and then you may so Yatana say the punch and a bro question wherever you might find yourself, and then you may ye mobia aquaba a budget. So then you may meet Mama Honorable. No, this is lawyer or Hene Amman Quajan. And you may meet Mama lawyer or Hene Amman Quajan, meeting the Kwame Frimpong Sims now. In today's program, in fact, there are a lot of issues as a peaceful country, they be exercise democracy. No, I was saying so. Yet, Nasi, na ye bobo, honey, a Jew, so a ginger. Ni who near me was ye de to Quema, Yansu to me, I ye diabua or mine or no mine or a day, a 2 point. To say you read, or video no at a Kessben television, so Yamwaka baby about the punch, Jumedi, no, so just before I introduced the show, no, now, oh, share. The deputy majority leader, Honorable Afenyo Markin, such as all MP, actually the office of the special prosecutor, led by a lawyer Kisi Ejaben, say, no, man, Bemun Bukra, Uncle Swa, no, Nye Jumadin, and Famwa Ghana, and in another Danko Kufuado, or Monya Kase, or Mubitukita, Shas, and Unquadi. Lawyer Kisi Ejaben and Koswa on any office, no more Juma. Although say there are criticisms here and there, the office of the special prosecutor and Ankasa Kraba out say some of the judges such as or then some court frustrations, any other day or the cockra, and some also moody, maybe a drew a favor or any of the corporates, not just or we are involved in some of the cases. No, a drew a temuno. Ni omunya adwen enkoye ema no ni nyina wa be complaining huntem ni bia na the right honorable speaker of parliament Alban Babin so dia betu just say ohun say in fact the creation of the OSP office no was an act in futility. In fact sansem no kan ni nyina na enwumre yebe tie send you sika no na ya hwe so na ya dwenche no so ya share on the program until 10 p.m. Afin so one of the trending issues over the political space in fact the agent trehini and they say the former president will introduce what we call 24-hour economy and also huntem buburija president achechire mupi then some work no more na or say the 24-hour economy no ebeboa ama kyerɛ sɛ na woyɛ adwuma 8 hours anopa 9 to 5 wopɔn a obi nso betumi abɛgye wo from 5 to bɛyɛ neɛ ɛwɔ hɔ nti 888 times 3. Yes, nti wobɛtumi ayɛ adwuma 3 times a day. People are raising the concerns to say, yes, if this is possible, one, where are the jobs? Because acquired to say near open say or promising jobs, say me ba me create 1 million jobs, me create 2 million jobs, which some of the political parties have already done. Omo de bi omo kan and so ebi enye fulfilled. Creation of jobs no enye easy cry. Into indirectly no to say so be create jobs so any man 24-hour economy huntentem. Because if obi be ejuma anopa, obi be wia, obi be anajo, now can you say there? People are raising the concerns say, if you are president per se, former president John Dramani Mahama, indirectly if you because we create 2 million jobs, and people will not believe him in any man can say. Is the 24-hour economy no feasible? Is it going to help a country like Ghana? And I say, these are some of the questions I'm for a bisa. The former president has answered the two just say no. 24-hour economy input there. Now on hate on it. Now call more 2016 manifesto more. Ne womb. Ne ya dear uncle to me we need 2016 election and 2017 and then another uncle Kufuor, the current president we need with now buying a NPP anka or not 24-hour economy na issue adihuna and be introduced. It's a nice initiative, but tonight we are comparing the two. Oshe the NPP led government and former president John Dramani Mahama Eka MPP-led governments currently, no, they are championing what we call digitization and digitalization. And maybe we send this guy or phone so near the oh yeah transactions be over. In fact, and a junior we got the banks a year Juma because you can send money and receive money. We are comparing the two, and anyway, and saying digitalization and as a digital economy. And now 24-hour economy. Which is which? Which do you prefer? And you raise share. These are some of the issues you ever discuss it on the show. Now also also very important to us because all these things will help move the country to the area and I say the level yepe. Former president actually need him 24-hour economy. Where are the jobs? Because it's going to be a platform. Even private institutions, now private businesses can sign on to. Now, for workers no more. Now, after some tax exemptions. In fact, they will be enjoying some maybe electricity tariffs because former more money at their day. Who compare these two? Senior Crawford can say, oh, it's a way of saying to create jobs. Maybe any possible, or market can be any Juma, even the current government. It will be the data, but was creating jobs in the day, and so there are unemployed people in your homes. They're finding a way to rebrand it, to rephrase it, and unti any or can say, who are anything? Are you on the side of the many people, or more can say no? There is a way of telling Ghanaians to create jobs, but I don't know be any feasible until man from say and I say one so dear would the OG deposit 24-hour economy agent trehin Siano on so GD say ebeye juma and now say you are going for the digital economy. Dear hen and I also open on tonight's show. The Punch near De Bruno, a B and no. And assessing the performance of the Office of the Special Prosecutor in fight against corruption. Also, we will be welcoming your views, your comments, and everything on the show. And when you come to the Ashanti region, yes, Kessben FM and as Kessben TV is transmitting live from Ashanti region, Kumasi to be precise. When you come to the Ashanti region, the regional minister, Honorable Simon Osei Mensah, Eddie Atuja say, in fact, a bad performance, a power infrastructure, and then when it comes to government in power, performance, NPP are buying what performing, in fact, what body home modern our Ashanti region than any other government, even than the NDC government. Only the Adriana, so only the Yadri. So only the Adriana, our channel with me, their brain on 055-1599933, 055-1599933. Tonight's issue is going to be interesting. Why am I saying this? The issues on board now are very interesting, and I'm having two fine gentlemen with me right here in the studios of Kessben Television. Me Dr. Kessben Ousupoku, or NPP Communications team member. Yes, he's right here. In the common office, me Ernest Afayam, and also the chairman in Shayasu constituency for NDC, and also me extreme right. And you know, and then you may watching channel very important to us. But in the meantime, my young video shows the majority leader or encourage lawyer Kisi Kessben, representing the office of the special prosecutor. Say, in fact, Nkrofo criticize near the day or no answer or complaints near the day, but my man abumbu. On course why do you think say the special prosecutor is living up to expectation in the fight against corruption? And I say, you cry, and you may ye na yajwa drincher. You could the deputy majority leader and Tema or the two Johnny B are all country
institution to do. This is one of the good things we did as a country by setting up an independent institution to deal with issues of corruption. What is left is for us to support the institution to function. This statement, Mr. Speaker, is very profound, and I want to associate with it. Oftentimes we politicize such institutions and eventually their work lame, and we don't get the desired results. I think that the 149 million allocated to this institution, though may not be sufficient, but it is an effort made by government, which is a higher amount as compared to previous. Many other institutions, departments and agencies are not getting this amount. Perhaps they will see it as an envious amount that has been allocated to this institution. For me, as a country, we should focus on dealing with issues of impunity all across the country. Mr. Speaker, we come here pretend all is well, but all is not well. And the so-called corruption is not limited to the so-called political class. The perception about corruption limited to the political class is what is really destroying the country. So, but we as a political class must rise up and get our people to appreciate the work we do and appreciate the need to hold high certain virtues so that things do not go bad for us to take responsibility. Everything in this country has become partisan and political. And for my respected colleague Bernard Ahiafo to even make reference to some other statement leaves so much to be desired, because instead of focusing on the institution, we would want to run to town because of so-called partisan gains. These are not right. We should support the special prosecutor. This is the first time a government has boldly walked a political talk from the manifesto into bringing an enactment to give it the life that it needs. Let's encourage the special prosecutor to do its work. And Mr. Speaker, as a practitioner in our court, I know that sometimes these law enforcement agencies get frustrated, but that is it. That is the law. I would want to encourage the special prosecutor never to give up. Mr. Speaker, only yesterday he was a practitioner, and as a defense counsel, he knows how he did his work to have his way for his client. So if today he is holding the other side of the stick, be it strong or weak, you should know that these are the things that go with it. I would want to encourage the office. I don't want to personalize it that it is Mr. Kessben. It is the office. Rather, the office should strengthen itself with the limited resources that it gets, move through the court system, get the court to appreciate its work. If you lose at the High Court, you move into the Court of Appeal. You lose there, you go to the Supreme Court. Because, Mr. Speaker, without the court system helping the special prosecutor cannot achieve anything. So let's move away from the media-driven results that sometimes we may want and get the judicial results. And then also to encourage them to look at the law. If they need to come here for an amendment, we may have to look at it. And also look at what the Constitution says. In other jurisdictions, when you are talking about acquired wealth, the burden may be on you to explain how you acquired it because it is not commensurate with your known source of income. Our Constitution doesn't say so. Our Constitution provides an adversarial system where the person alleging must prove that indeed this was gotten through some criminal or illegal way. So, Mr. Speaker, that balance must not be lost on us. So
okay, so that was the Deputy Majority Leader there, Honorable Afenyo Markins. Yes, and also Nensama Odia to join the. But has it come to mind, say, in fact, being a prosecutor, no, it's quite difficult, kakra, than being a defendant. Yes, because the same Kessben being a lawyer, Abrano didn't for case or defend your money. There are cases he won them hands down. But over here, your friend is saying a special prosecutor in so Hunt MP in the fight against corruption. What do you think? Say a bino and a political parties no enye the judiciary. Dear now so Jane so Monsonye. And one casana on so any share. So what do you think? Say I was also oh yeah. Now the bois nabibia ekosu kama. And you read these are some of the questions we ask. And now the Speaker of Parliament and so they have to just say no. The office of the Special Prosecutor who say is an act in what? In futility. I just say office really. Oh, you could say anyone also see can and some
act in futility. For the law you passed on the establishment of the office of the Special Prosecutor, I did tell you that it was an act in futility. You were not going to achieve anything from that, but you went ahead to pass it. I disagreed with you, but I was alone. Well, I'm very clear in my mind that that authority is embedded in the powers of the Attorney General, constitutionally. Who delegated to who? No, but that is not what you put in the act. What you just need to do is to fund the office of the Attorney General well and remove the Minister of Justice. You separate the two. Minister of Justice is a political appointee. The Attorney General is a technical person. And he only is ranked in conditions of service to that of a Minister of State. It doesn't mean they have to be incorporated too.
Okay, so that was the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Agban Sumanu Papin. On Sema or the two, was a time on Mobetis office, we no catch your office way. Enquisition, and to me, yes, she and so. But okay, not that time na you no kwa and when you support bia nkrofo kran so am funny serious. But I think this is deep. No nim no oka. Because fighting corruption in Ghana, there are people watch your mama cry na so be a from no cry. Obefre Dr. Kessben say me no wo tema na anya doctor no. MPP ya na yedi motia nti we dey so ko fight mamu. No so afre lawyer bi, no so afre panyin bi o wa ban mu ni ade ade. Nti I think this is deep. But what do you make of such statements in the fight against corruption? And then you may on punch some of these issues. And yes, Mamma Ernest Afayam. Ernest number Udin Mabuni. Afayam, okay. Ernest Afayam, yes. On a chairman in Shiaso constituency, NDC chairman or Shiaso constituency. But you're more
Christadum.
Dr. Kessben also works well high MPP communications team member. No, we have a call. Now, some would say, oh, Yanko Pado. I have a call. Yes, but Mammy, I seem free a chairman. Na me misane say, and send me New Year, the deputy majority leader there to join any. Speaker of Parliament and so I can. What do you make of it? Is it possible, say the office of the special prosecutor, even when NDC most mobile power?
You, me that's it. My name is a lawyer.
Kwame Frimpong.
It is well, yeah. Me that's it. I can't out there, mamma. Mencha, Oma Majibre. Kessben TV numre teach room in Peso for in Shire pay for Mohoina Memo Majo na Mama Baptist for in Shalom. Now him say Minia Kuma Kessben.
Yes.
If you are your name said now okay. And then now but okay doctor we and me who know that. So I somehow kind and I'm ready to say I ain't been who in my congratulating or social media near the but me who in the say me bona bechi na me ka say why are they me man congratulations because enough forms are meaning say time at a point in time grana or per se or me interview questionnaires be near the day and he has come a long way nti ansa na D capital DR no be kan ho no na che say wabo adwuma nti me ma otrin kwaso na nimdie na wanya no minim say o de beboa o de be contribute to the national development even though Santa Toribo ya no twa propaganda there ono nyame asa na o ka but me gidi say I am happy for you I'm happy for you Kwame nkoma ye di fa office of the special prosecutor nkoma we no me nipa ba ko a abra Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo then candidate share Ghana for boss say katahihye ne proya dokro Ghana man na ye mane kwan a obeti sa office no na ye de what they deal with omo di Ghana abro in terms of katahihye ne proya ne kankan me ka omo na omo esusu say na nka hu hia for sa office no me one of the people if you say na me say owa ben mu na say wa attorney general na and the minister of justice na omo betimi de say adwuma die na mum na na omo fi say partisan politics inti but as long as na ebe president ne na be yi obi say on konko head the office of the special prosecutor no na sa office of the special prosecutor no ni tumi or the be adwuma no eye tumi a ya poni bi hu from the attorney general cancer ministry and e dey man ye adwuma no clearly a kire say adwumadi no I mean say e free be duplicity so what you say na me hu ni say duplicity nti me hu ni say na e be waste of the omino resources but then na me say a political tool vehicle be a ya de share Ghana for bo okay say why you me ya de why you me to young from 2012 why you me gagan to won chendi na sika na about $51 million and I'm
Ghana cedis
Ghana cedis good enti President Akufo-Addo ba ban mu na o take sa office no ebi mu de o madwene ba ebi si nye and all that me say nanka hu hia attorney ye mini say be ko keta no prayer attorney general's office on betima akọ but yeti no enna that time ye ni matiana midu obi enim no now a lone ranger at NDC need you but a do baby no who's why a running mate to Professor Mills you're in 2000 and son Yakofa Mohammed Mumini and son Yakofa John Mahama and the time ye car so ye be special prosecutor now we did you my son that time na Martina midu no ne NDC na fall out kakra
okay
nti tem bia no pistols bia no ochro ochro de ba na otwa NDC echi twa NDC echi do mu nzo okay papa we de ne ba obetime di dwuma di na butaya na ta chiri pa president Akufo-Addo de take office for the special prosecutor no so opeso ko kata hye no onu ne kata hye no opeso ko na ne target ni NDC for.
Okay, for even selecting Martin Amidu to be the special prosecutor.
Yes.
No?
Okay, target.
Okay, what kind of answer?
Because Martin Amidu is NDC ni. And now on NDC na fall out na ojawo twa boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Akofa na so no o you be o kan ko twa ha. Na de ne buy. Ye mu bi ka say Martin Amidu no ayɛ sɛ jata. Jata ukura ne dua na o ma kom de no no otumi wi wa nkasa. Ye kan mu so na se me kai abra o mampanin e pa o Martin Amidu. Na odi adwuma de ni hye ne nsa no me na menim se Martin Amidu na o edin mienu bi hye ne edin na menim ante se o mampanin Akufo-Addo ka se o bobo ne credentials na o wie no ka se Martin Alamisi Kaiser Benz Amidu.
Yeah.
Na Ghana ha kokura esa wo ho wo Peace FM studios. Okay.
Yeah.
Emma chese so ba bebo adwuma no. Na oba ye no. Na oye onunu hu ni say okay ye de dwuma de na ma me de a ene ye be ma me free hands na metima ye madwuma enti oye na adwene say ompini mo bi mpia na tiko enka so koye we because you say office of the special prosecutor first crane independent special prosecutor just what they know.
Yes.
Na o start say o di ni dwuma di ye no okay yera mahama yarga ambulances bi hu nsem emma che okoso ni dua ye hu dede ama ebe wie etire no na yera mahama yarga indicated na ye wo ho ani eti say yera Martin Amidu one day sorry was say office of the special prosecutor you made na wodi no emre bi kra finance minister person be influence no ore fi okay
yeah
no saka ya be ka say as the executive no epese ye kire no say de onye na dwuma
yes
na eba ne sa na onu no oni omo nya adwene ohonum na yera Martin Amidu ba abonti say sa office of the special prosecutor na president Akufo-Addo etiye no to ono no wanti ni say odibedi dwumadi ni na mum na political vehicle because keta hyehyɛ ne project ni etiye nti obeka kasa bi say pese ye ka corruption keta hyehyɛ ne project kankan a de oye sa keta hyehyɛ ne project kankan no de oye no oba time no mother serpent of corruption no also no ni omampanin
yes
adan a kyese omampanin epese o chinchim ni nsa nti me na menti bi da o and so another word that me from my time do mother serpent of corruption so no ni omampanin
yeah
and okọ abonte no so oja adwuma no to ho ebi muso wadwane wantima anya adwuma and all that ene say papa na mokofa ne baaye no na munim se jata na makofa na benye no because so be fight there na we wadwane say ketasha pre na obeko no wo target one political party that we are a mistake
yeah
ene ekofa yewra kisi jabe ba yenim say yewra kisi jabe mrianim ni minim so lawyer ni a wa ben wo mremu ye ne vetting kra ye hu de course said o si perform na say kisi jabe started in dwumadie there were 3 arms of government so nim say
yeah
the executive the judiciary and the legislature
yes
yeah the executive and the president re down on wa and the judiciary and the chief justice re down and the legislature speaker of parliament
yes
and the first special prosecutor accuse the executive and the second prosecutor say jabe say the judiciary no kra no say koba so oye nhwehwemu bi ni ade a na ya ba be ka kire ne say ontimi nya nhwehwemu ye man kwa ma ni nya investigations ni abone nsemagu nti onu hu ni say a judge for only be any kind of more fast no 80 and a juma sono a idea hard in it. And me my young cook at share ne press because was cited 2 cases. La Bianca.
Yes.
Someone in La Bianca. The import to maybe buy who says and sana. Yeah, mammy, Madame Cecilia da pana over millions of dollars going in pass here. NPP for crabby crying happy with it because almost communicate as a comedy as soon as it can go in pass. Me person about doctor into the Enna oh yes you no yeah me papa and then one man said doctor and buy you know difference abem papa about to do enti also yes I hwehwemu we na yes you can say uni nyina so se obeyes a hwehwemu no enti ho no emane ha adwene enti ono so accuse the judiciary ti eba ne sa na akwa say sa office na nkasa no na yate no it seems say bibi wo ho yentimi ma okwan ma wonye wadwuma se de ese fata eno na yewura bagbene e ka say time a ye ba be ye tisa office no kan say ade we no exercise futility just say ye no kwa enye yie amanfo ne na anya adwene enne so utie nsem a ekoso na de e ba ne de a minua na ye akwa akoye te say sa office na nkasa no purpose ntie no ye defeat sa purpose no because as long as ojini to me free aban lawyer penyini ho no de ye adwuma na sa nipa na ye sa power no so aban na power no de Tambia Nabano would want to.
Which is the Attorney General.
Yeah, Attorney General. Or purpose or direction. And no now fast as him we are in. Abba. Enti say coming qua.
Girls as our office in free.
Yes, scrappy free honum.
Let's just say even if NDC is able to come to power, still more office in the
yes, me name dear Yura Mahama.
Yes,
but
me, the chairman.
Yes, to me dear. Me sha as a scrappy free.
Okay. Now Attorney General and take all the powers.
Yes.
Okay.
No, on did you made any said city because when you see invest in Office of the Special Prosecutor. Yes, see about the cook at Ashani prayer, so them say. And Sika a leaky.
I remember as a first budget over 200 million something.
Yes. Yes. Dollars.
Yes. And then saying so the $30 million we have also the pay amount vehicle.
Amount vehicle mean no so they pay say war near Kokundia
no Quentin Crown we be anon and I'm one for target and fighting corruption in Ghana.
Yes. Anti-corruption fight no minia. Enye adikuma here all hands on deck.
Okay.
Because unkwa wuntimi nko. Ena kuna ya ko corruption and some bebre we chire. Say political spectacles na ya tamasha ne de. Say enye will be independent and fair kwan bi so. Say ya pese ko keta ahihye na be de pa. Okay you radom level. Okay,
Attorney General.
Auditor General.
Yeah, Auditor
the
General.
Former Auditor General.
Yes.
Yes. Corruption kuno enye easy because all kunu tie nipa bebre na so. Enti ene yewra kise jabe aba monte na me de na me re kra ho ama no. Said na nanim aye mobo na wo kasa no se se de waye akwa no ma wo de ne kra gba afore oye de obetimi a ne mre so a na okọ na ama ayare hosem ama no. Ntimi me share all these things now. This is a frustrated man.
Okay.
So baby I do know. Say I told you I didn't know officer still. Only that free hands ni operate. No officer frustrations. Or your lawyer penny. So I say we're defending Crawford Penny.
Yeah.
So I will ni mumra no.
Yeah.
Ntimi me susu say ono abem na ono so acquire prosecutor ono ko prosecute obi no obi so be defend. Na akwa ban say ni there. Clearly it tells you say the Obibe said there is no balancing act no any ho. Enti me susu says our office no there. Ye create senke de be hanten this for na pasca. Enti e be ya yen scrap no.
Before some record dogs on the yen you, the office is still in existence. Or suggest Sanka Chinabino yen scrapping free. But for now that's why what do you think is the way forward? The way forward they say me feel say Office of the Special Prosecutor the Odano so or your lawyer ni mapa we defending Crawford Penny. Yes.
So what I say your prosecution and your persecution.
Okay.
Yeah. So now no prosecutor and prosecution no mra ena da ho na odi di ejuma
Yes.
ana meboa nti se mmara na da na odi di ejuma me hu ni se mekofa asamba na se me ye nhwehwemu na me nye nhwehwemu wie me ya na usim kwase ma me nye nhwehwemu a eche se wasi like you are gagging ma me nye nhwehwemu ni bibia wie na mo me de ba na afi de ohwe mu si me hwehwemu na me ye na de ento asoma no no magye atom ono ni worry no nti me fi say ye allow na enye free flow. But sir, if there's so much suspicion, sir, I don't know. I just say you betia famudi you perceive protecting the pebia. Ebema side you made in a bed in nature say all sika idea ko remni amo cousin koma ye dino. Yeah. Ya cause financial loss to the state. Canan ye boy. So ebane sana yam fire serious. Okay.
All right. Honorable Ernest and so Enna Martin and Cam motion no chairman for Inshiaso constituency NDC. And also Nigerian chairman. Also Nigerian chair and say 0551599933 between the abbey. I'm Dr. Kessben so that me misan say and some year kuko so you on so Nigerian chair or and say office senior honorable Ernest Ekan yentwem ana de no mo so mo aban mu no ombetumi aye e de aboa kisi ejaben lawyer doc adaroma
ahwefo nyina na na menim se elder fire propaganda na de obejai but na still no the propaganda ne buy no kwani se
kan dia propaganda bi
oh e be o bebre na
me no kan say muyi matira midu all because of NDC for na target omunintiana
ene yi kisia ben say o target NDC for o just say see enzem ni bi o ma as propaganda nke no person
okay
more or less so no matira midu buy no NDC for the so no do omechi NDC for the so no do mo court because of target NDC for and MP before pen before in that manner it doesn't really fly now ade wo mu ne say obia follow your legal regime now. Being a prosecutor is twice as difficult as the work of a defendant.
Okay.
Now, Uraki said Jabe me kakra because obia watremra. Watch him go forcing is defending as attorneys as lawyers.
No. Yes, okay.
Now, I'm not flipping after the woman who prosecutor. Okay. Me tia enyi me deal with Kisheja be na me wi am a bit of a backbone assembly so
okay
ya mra na use Ghana no emra no efa your jurisprudence no e protect accused people ana emra for omo ye emra sem no e ka se emra no makwan say e be prosecute nipa ba ko a odi bem wrongly no e be better say nipa 99 e di okronkron a omo edifo ye be ja mako. That's the legal maxim. I Ghana the ejuma.
Okay.
In say what the sana legal maxim netia. What they say a year politician enye ye. What they say judiciary enye ye. Prosecution a year special prosecutor enye onya no enye ye. That is what the legal system is. Talk to every lawyer. And in the first stage of no enye me wanwa. But judges no on the other side and so no. They have to follow the law. And yet the whole special prosecutor open and so moye. Emra necessary.
Okay.
What the case about etia will be. Emra so many pakro kwan says in the pakro go defense bia. Ana lawyers can say be technicalities. All these technicalities, it quite really frustrating case every any case. Mamma example. As a member of parliament via the Wavieska Sebio. Na ana what the boni bi. Now so kwa 7 no a year notice. The way I'm back being frustrate you. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
You have the question about in Yasem. Then one find you.
Okuja to a black one.
Okuja to a black one.
No dodgy, sir.
Or two a court at the two from Charles to Kofta came. Or more than 7 and 1 year.
Yeah.
So if I'm back being trying to cancel, they say he's being a hypocrite. That is the truth. Because he's also a lawyer.
So they also beginning no crime.
Maybe I will deal with maybe so. Only anti special prosecutor a particular problem okomu. The other side of it so say your jurisprudence no I say defendants no a lot of room to prove the innocence. And a bed in the defendant nisu. And that one we are accuser no eso. Say the pakrono pa obe na kwase on kasa. Obe di waka obrofo nyina awie no. No apetokro ba ko pebi. Na tokro no abomu tokro. Mama example bi. Na ye me law program kakra. Onto say me boss ona max ko fit metu me fo. Say minjai na ne me nkope before for nyina people be a lawyer. I'm the copy scholarship I'm the copy Canada from the Canadian government. Now you ready case be. Obi say police is what you been background numbi. And you court on a lawyer no etiena na lawyer mzasa. We dey say we no no. O say oh make sense no.
Okay.
No sir. Now the oshini a weed detector.
Wow.
Ohinu so a weed detector. Enti dey na ujina so ka say dey onu ni ewi. Another case, I know the acquired police in Zako Pacho. Police not Chabranti be, and as somebody we are on my year exhibit. Or do not court on a say, David, we now move by a bottle. I don't know about Cooper when Quanam Daba exhibit. In the rain, we have flippers and no good police for us. Yet the police in Becca can say, on course set us and be near my case and police case.
Wow.
The make what I say. It is the work of a prosecutor. I say, what the panier. That is why I saw me secure prosecution no and ending. Share one of my case I for America. Running for how many years? Wait me, what my prosecutor them?
So many years.
A year ora Cocoa Board, former CEO, opening. And I back and forth because prosecution is difficult. And the real Kessben, the frustration on them no. The other side of it, they say. He trying to blame the judiciary was a low side. As I could die and no, Emma and crown lawyers first year for me, and you're not going to from now because as a prosecutor, and as will be what say Emra over and over no, on him the jurisprudence of Ghana. On him Ghana, Yamra no send a city. Now, my what now? Interestingly, when Timmy and Chese judge for no ebu emra e and e so in bringing judgments against him. And on one jumadi no bibi wa mentiase. Onim say evidence yan ka unya ka present to cry in court. O just say
yeah.
Now they make you case, but the evidence will be very about social media answer.
Like seriously.
Oh, what did my main Cecilia that passing me? Respectfully, Ghana mra emra bia nhye wo se unya ska fa ko bank.
Yes.
That is not to mean says ka wo fear just says kano o mo krono ana wa bokrono.
Okay.
It's a wonya bibi na say wo de beto abonten na de bia a conspiracy theories na ye wo double so a. What you do is say you end up persecuting people before they even have their say in court. It's yes and a court no.
Okay.
Court of public opinion equity independent we are.
No the demo.
And the credit any day.
Yeah.
So playing to the gallery no.
Okay.
Double vote money be the any demo. But ebeko court no na asem na ba na ewo mu no legally. Na asem na aba na isa.
But say wo ka so onimu mra no. Sa so na echina bi oko court no who say no judges no so ade we give be simple wadi so wahihye ne mra waba be defend na still mo find ways and means be say be asan ko na ko ye ni see na bra ne ade.
That is why onti bibia say ana high court bibi na only high court no disagree. That's why there's an appeals court. That's why appeals court here na say on tiasia there's a supreme court. Supreme court kwa making a verdict with masa call for a review.
Okay.
Onu sa de na na. Me pato case ben na wanya watime movie ade akodu supreme court da.
So far them in TV.
Why ye be na still na no o gire se bibi nko ya. O just but so far watime nche bibi asa. The other side of it, onim say asema ura bag beneka no. Eye akwen say me jitu entirely nyi. Ghana your history another fourth republic actually say anytime attorney general bi wo ho bia no from Obeda Samuel to Betimodi Drisu to Gloria Kufu to Godfred Dame. They find it difficult prosecuting people from their own government.
Is it not because when you are in government, monso mo frustrate or mon kakaka?
That is a conflict of interest. I can't want to Yeah, discussing this thing. There's been several documents on them.
Okay.
And baby, there were two options. As I said, you better a year attorney general a position in Article 88. And your friend say Minister of Justice. You better me and I say an independent body altogether.
Okay.
Mam also back Benin as an example. Who say maybe not a board chairman for Ghana Ports and Harbors. 1996. Oko elections for the Ghana Ports and Harbors a cast the campaign. It was captured in Auditor General's report. The TAA Abra Auditor General reports in the buy no. Sabe no na MP NDC kwa equal position. Not necessarily the PAC Public Accounts Committee, or necessarily the committee chair. In that back when bed on what discuss on what in a report.
At least I know which me and your.
Omu na about politics, MPP and DC.
Okay.
Moko so back when more persecution. So ni na ka hu bi ti ni solution are all man. How is he intending to anka obera sama or hono mo a? No, you so obera sama bit more prosecuting. It's a no and a big no. So we know the problem, the institutional problem now based on the framework of the state. How do we go around it? He's been the longest serving member of parliament. What must sponsor a private member bill to resolve that? Abra LGBT in sense by Ghana phobia cassette MPP phobia and DC phobia Sam George Monet honorable appear could be more common boom. Say a private member bill ever. If Bagbin was convinced about this as the longest serving member of parliament in the history of Ghana, what did he do about it? Edru baby the man who say yem penny for ni bi. Edru baby no ma pretending to be holier than thou. You are part of the problem.
It's the engine to say air course no penny for no yansu yeka.
It be a part of the problem. That's true. It be a part of the problem. Bagbin, what has been his footprint in fighting corruption in this country?
He's a human being. One way or the
other. What has been his footprint?
But talking about the office, no, and or no, send an drink chair and says how office we amount to share because
before Nanado brought in the special prosecutor's office, Nansenya I'll be when you
2020.
I'll be when you
Yes.
Look at the time I did 3 Anna Bagbin opportunity. San can idea na all can a good idea no. Now come to the private member.
That time okay on
Debbie or say Abraham Nado de ban or kind on Unkwa. Nabra Nanado for mine as well.
Okay.
You know, my point is say, as some of he should stop trying to pretend say, or no, any holy than that. Now, many obi dim come about sanitary parts in sense. The act that introduced that tax was in 2012, but Bagbin was pretending say Banra.
Okay.
That's what him say. But almost people pass the tax without parliament. It's my point is I didn't bar. Let's look at it. Okay, Kisia Jabin. Adia Kosui ABC. Maybe a man who crown a walk on a fighting corruption. A man who Kisia Jabin made one interesting point, which I side with him. Or say Ghana, you hear Corruptions Act. Sasa what's your kind member of parliament does was because offer a year the criminal code that Hona Act 29 but then be honor and waka say bonnet but punishment be any home. It's punishment any home no. He says I've been fight here could do honor. There's no punishment near Jari back.
Okay.
Because Emrano say I did punishment any home no. You can't punish somebody for it. And these are the frustrations. Or can in something in the frustrations by no. And or the one policy solution but was say yam passing a criminal a corruptions act. You've gone to sleep on it and you are talking about support it. It's neither here nor there. Bagbin should give us a break. Okay, Abraham we're a member of parliament for all this time no. The footprint on corruption. We are yet to see it. Okay. It's Mr. If he's a speaker, next person chat a new party, yes no. The Kisia Jabin special prosecutor office not function which is the Corruptions Act. He should be discussing that.
Okay.
And when idea boy
wow.
That's be ordinary no.
Is that the only way to go?
I think
in helping the office of the special prosecutor.
For now, that is a policy solution Kisia Jabinama. Which I think say a boy. But we should also forget, say nipa bi a oba accusing say why bone why corrupt biana dem bekoko biana the person will fight back. The person will fight back.
And was that right and also?
Was that right and so?
Yeah.
And the facts are only Bakwako Jacoto just so default.
Exactly, yes.
And just so default.
Watching the crowd is a suspect.
Yes, we're a suspect.
Until pronounced
Until
guilty.
proven guilty.
Yes.
Beyond all reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
And to what dream now just watch Nipano? Nipano always watching all. And man say, what's watching now? For one some black court, never three. In the courts, no, we're acting in tears. High Court, Appeals Court, Supreme Court, and I wrote Mr. for review. As a Kiseja being a convinced person will be at the Bonibi, Nasa Emrano at the High Court of Mejana. A man is one more. Or exhausting all the chances. Martin Amidu, when he was the Attorney General, yes, I been already a year when we call court.
Yeah.
Okoya could do Supreme Court. That is the conviction. It's about another appointing Martin Amidu. Another appointing so many easy for. It was about a day about where NDC Attorney General. No, he gave the Nado the conviction. Say Martin Amidu say NDC need quite when he say there, and then people need to obey day. Now see the Martin Amidu so about Kise Jabin after so year in his speech. No, or say the Ghana Bar Association should call Kise Jabin. Now he said disgrace. I know the I am a refugee. The point I'm making is say fighting corruption is difficult.
Okay.
Everywhere in the world. It's very difficult.
Okay.
Now, someone said US for setting table be no more discuss Trump. Say that Trump evaded taxes. I call for how many months? Or me, what is saying? It is difficult everywhere. So we shouldn't pretend say a Ghana specific situation. In UK, it's CDBR. In Canada, it's CDBR.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's any justification said the That is why I'm supporting Kise Jabin. Say ni Medina would so here corruptions actor. You have a discussion. New corruption cases are any captured under a criminal code no. Because they say even in the digital space, corruption no change you. A can't go for fast boom for create change. To what extent that Emrano ne sa bonini e cause say
okay.
And these are the things we should be thinking about. To me say ora backbin. Do e bia na sa munyam pene ya do so. O ma yen hu say at least say onum ne brand went me abrand we majority that minority that for all these years no when to me and leave any major footprint on corruption.
Okay.
Sam we there corruption acting there on from Ghana.
But what do you make of the two offices, talking about the Attorney General's office and the office of the Special Prosecutor? Don't you think say so people are raising some concerns and can we any office of the Special Prosecutor and free or now you use the Attorney General?
You use Attorney General no results any. It was because of the failure of the Attorney General's office to deliver, and I call for a special prosecutor conversation.
Issues, yeah, they yabuga pay money. Any Attorney General office,
Sada issues. I guess I will name. Or maybe issue will not happen. Getting closer to the election period, and is in there somebody to hang, because definitely now Ramahama Ediye Bemudo.
Okay.
And Omudi Abuga Pele Koye. Unim Cocoa First Court, Accra. Ufi Attorney General's officer Kwame Frimpong 5 minutes.
Okay.
By a free case, at the point, judge no a fiasewa. She even threatened she was going to throw the case away 2 times. A buying SSI, MPP, you're in DC for. So we followed it with all zealousness. Because I said to me, we need prove sampa and this for be a corrupt.
Yeah.
You really secure judgment in under 9 months.
Yeah.
In this and can this for follow ya. But to us back and forth, sir.
But in the releases to
a office now, but political interest is a sign.
Yeah.
It's with Attorney General, with Special Prosecutor Office, Nidia. Once I want your politician, assume it's on your politician. Only the interest is to make sure we secure the judgment. And that was why I need to say it's a conflict of interest. And that is all the Obi court say political witch hunt. Then sad discussion of witch hunting. Now you're witch crowded in the Kwasi hunting. Nipa ya dream da ho ene wo fie na ya which stand be transia why shouldn't you be hunted?
Okay.
But yamana baba say Kessben akofa ban sika na the Kessben ko gina court nkwade a we ya MPP na NDC di nda court there which hands NDC na wi sika na ye na ko gina court nkwade which hands ye wi ani asa ba say want to fight corruption.
Okay. Anyway,
are we serious?
Mate, yeah, that's but still the person being selected by a political party or a party in government, definitely.
That is why there are checks and balances in appointment procedure. Our parliament could to vet and also have vote on it.
Okay.
What I say, media ni say if possible, crank, you advertise it. Not nipa bi opejam.
Public na
Mimi
ya
ya.
yonto so aba.
Kenya serve for the police, Kenya serve for the EC. You know those major institutions. Minya, ya ni sa me pe. What I say. But the point is say you know, the institutional framework of the states gives that appointive power to the president. Or appoint here, no, they check the parliament. But parliament is very political. It will say solve one political issue by using another political solution. Tell me you understand now, you be going into politics no. Media can advertise those positions and many beje.
Okay. All right, Dr. Kessben Owusupoku and yes Kano. I think there also views or opinions no very important to us what the brain through 0551599933 what the brain make kanyama coins from Kusukra 0551599933 Meko Honorable Ernest Afayamho on also a chairman for Inshayaso constituency NDC. But before then, I mention some of the messages na mi maybe or kakre bi kan yanko other issue no. One of us I want to say mensa the regional minister say facilities, hospital, infrastructure, part the Ashanti region. NPP aben abone home modern saying aben bia. Anyway, senior, now Ghanaians have seen how corrupt and thievery nature of Mr. Akufo-Addo, the president, and Dr. Bawumia's government. The Office of the Special Prosecutor himself has admitted that this government has failed woefully in fighting corruption. Anyway, 24-hour economy by John Mahama, the former president, is here. My regards to lawyer Elizabeth Ofosu Ajari, MP Techima North from James Opoku. Okay, James, thank you so much for your message. Mami show in so quickly. I'll say, Ernest Tadi, good evening to you. The OSP confirmed what Martin Amidu said earlier. The president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, set up the office as a smoke screen. Okay. I am worried about the special prosecutor. Maminsho Win. So, say good evening, Sims. I am watching you live from Manson Kwanta. My candid opinion is that the office of the special prosecutor is not relevant because the Minister of Justice and Attorney General can perform that task. Nonetheless, lawyer Ejaben should be given the necessary push to fight corruption in the country. Greetings to Samuel Enchibusia Kong, former NPP chairman, Amansia West. Barumba, head teacher, Manso Atre, DA Primary. So, Charles, watching us from Cote d'Ivoire. Mahama's 24-hour economy in 8 years in government. Okay. Mahama's 24-hour economy. 8 years in government. Which factory did he build and says he will do 24-hour economy? Sekwatre kwase obema ontoma. Tieni Din Asem Sebe coming from Charles inside Cote d'Ivoire, watching us live on Kessben TV. You can also watch us live on our social media platforms, Kessben TV, and then on YouTube as well. Good evening, Honorable. This is Honorable Rudolph Amwako Jampa as parliamentary candidate for Upper Denshire West constituency come 2025. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Good evening, Kwame. My name is Rash Chacha from Yapi in the Central Gunja. NPP and Dr. Muhammad Bawumia still do not understand the 24 hours economy policy based on their explanation and definition. His Excellency, the former President John Dramani Mahama, said he would be partnering with private sector businesses. Together, they can make it happen. 24 hours economy policy is a good one, and we need everyone on board to make it a reality. The Ashanti Regional Minister is a double standard person. He went to Otu Voice Palace and said there is no money. That is why the ongoing projects are suspended. He should tell the people of the Ashanti region that the MPP government, led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has failed them. So people and Ghanaians should vote massively for the visionary reliable, wisdom, and honest leader, Honorable former President John Dramani Mahama, to come and rescue Ghanaians from the super incompetent mismanagement and corruption scandalous NPP government and Dr. Baumia. A Yezu, a Yeza, coming from Ras Chacha. Chairman, Mami Zamra also, who will be Kakrebi, near next issue, Ashanti region development. Near the 24-hour and then the digital economy, no, every cry.
I say, Kessben Kasa. Mimi who say, a bar you're about when you are personalizing it too much.
Okay.
Yeah, if you say, dear speaker back when kind. Me who baby a cheso in Yachum, and I say, or fans. If it's a nipano. What you can say, even that time I hear say, you perceive a critical officer. On all case any,
yeah,
what,
but now you're on
and now I lone ranger.
Yeah,
and now say no, ya pow nipa ba kwamana koda no, oba no, or share nyoma question and nipa sa office way there, say you are creating for a special purpose be.
yeah,
and me call wejai. And ya study another one swaba. And the second one I didn't have so complaining. Inti actually was say, as some na you about when I can, a baby womb. But what I say, and yes, sir, a fans keke.
okay.
But some imiti, Makase means support to office of the special prosecutor. Because we who say a waste of the public can say funds. Because a Jumano me can be a friend of duplicity, so okay.
Yeah.
Say a Juma in his attorney general office which my no. Now ya sa ko yen ni mu akọ create another office. So it say so you fair to speak about when.
Okay.
And as speak about Bagwin so no. You name the kind of person he is. What parliament watch it. Now say we are against Bibia. Never now unkwade na obeti my. And a baby or what no so no. On timi nya hwe. Ono preside over parliament. And a parliament no so a numbers game the year adwuma no wo ho. Nti ono no ntimi ma me impose bibi on somebody. I want na me person me ti bibi kaka but then one say obi susu kra e kire na adwen say officers office no ehu hia.
Yeah.
Baby a baba du ne de Kessben wo kra wa atum say unya ya kasa positions no. E say nke ma for apply. Of course me know ya just EC office, the oh, they say any there. No, what I'm the American and say, His Excellency the former president. Minim na adwene sesi ade.
Yes.
But say ye ba be mu as office me fi say needless so say scrap free one. Na ye pe kwan mo e be fa so a nipa obewo be attorney general's office one. We are independence without any political interference.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm called the next issue. So, the Ashanti Regional Minister, I was here about health infrastructure padia. MPP has no match.
Wow.
I was here about Ashanti Region health infrastructure. MPP only match bia NDC krampo de ma anya hwe tinu ai yo one ne nyaade
na de many na ya adwen
adinta
minim de ba ya regional minister wofa Simon Semensa etimi ka sa asem we nyina so ben in any case ye to aba ma abaya ye to ma no say omehwe the whole Ghana so nim sa enye woli Ashanti region the whole Ghana enti wo ye bibia na so obi enya ne share but also the health infrastructure Meba. Health infrastructure. Yes. In Ghana as a whole. Meba, I will come in. Meba. In Ghana, say car health infrastructure. There is no government. I'll bet me didn't want to NDC buy. And for that matter, in Ashanti region. Yes. Yes. Me pacho, what's a betrayer? Meba, what's a betrayer? I don't know one, but almost a re.
Oh, Munyi.
Yeah, how many percent completion?
A bit in 60, a bit 40.
You see, 50. Enti, my situation
currently no.
Yeah, okay. Because yeah, started CC hospitals. No, Tama, your culture say you see. 617 bed University of Ghana Medical Center. No more questioning here. Say, na a year Juma na COVID by no with Dimirika ki. Eko be na fe de year Juma, e ma na fe de omu dem.
Okay.
You can't Bank of Ghana Hospital asem. You can't the Tamale teacher you can ina. But you have infrastructure in terms of hospital. The Afari military hospital na isi hɔ no. Now, who signed the contract? When it started, it was signed in 2010.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Will come under your record.
Yes. Yes.
But I started and want to be.
No, but I said, "No, okay." Somebody. Me pacho. The records are there. The records are there. You see, yes. Yeah, you can check.
Yes.
Check the Eurojet projects. Yeah, you signed a contract.
Okay.
When the Kope Sikabaye, the Afari Military Hospital, the Tepa Hospital, the Fomena Hospital, Seria Hospital, Bekwai Hospital, Kumewu Hospital. Fomena Hospital, it was about 85% completion air conditioning in Abu Bon. And they came and inherited. It was started in 2014. And a 4 year to attack. Yes. Okay. And I exit here. That Afari Hospital, yeah, came. Yeah, everything there. It has taken them how many years? 7 years. 7 years. And also the complete the kakra na akana. Then you go to Tepa Hospital, na complete. It was completed. So we are omuja chair remu ema him for a complaining homa a health minister ko ema at a point in time oma hine or was a we akra ebufu and all that. So the records are there. It is all person health infrastructure. Who know what BT Obia? When my hospital na wiama microphone timu ye adwuma. Have they done that? Onye. Okay. Enti sebi muna ma promise asantemai various projects. Una wa kwahye bo se obaba be ye interchange is 5 ama asantemai. Ansa na we fra bem. E na ba kokora wuntimi nye. Na me ba se nkomodie no se mo dwane. Ah, say here dey. Mo dwane. What was Shebo? What was Shebo? So, Baba Bessi. Yes. 5 interchanges. Would me see? Would him kiki say, I fed him my health. Maybe some question say, I feel back. President Barra Trade. At the I saw a board from Omuba Bessi 88 hospitals. Yeah. District hospital, maybe. I share what say within Mfieba Kuntemomba complete. After 1 year. Yebisa a president to say Ghana for fan chairman mi dwamenum dodo I was overly ambitious. Oti aman for akuma in this way. Na say bi what ba hospitals na yesisi no. Unwie o. Tio unya nwie. Emfa doctor for mo munye adwuma, emfa nurse for mo munye adwuma, emfa medical laboratory scientist mo employ accountants, employ nurses, employ securities. Also bon one safon when say who about health infrastructure who why so far say obia the Fourth Republic. How can you do this? And one kwedi no mumaya yes akabi gogum. And clearly fans and ye resimono semensa pesoji. Okay. But the record speaks, sir. You heard the number of years awabetena bemu. Now they compare the number of years you started our projects no. Any in fear ye di ansana ye exit na aka some few percentage of completion now. What you compare, you are nowhere. And it's almost per se argument in terms of Ashanti region, yeah. And yeah, me don't to recapa.
I've already must start in 2014.
Me don't to recapa because maybe. Oh no, but the records are there. I will pull it out, no problem. Eurojet project. There was no money to listen. President, there was no money anywhere. What are two maybe. Enti the American seminar. Omu tumrika man per America. Sa na opese ko ne dia ye be fa ne sector by sector. Na mabusa omu question say omu ba no wo mo nkyere a single market a omu sia complete wo krom ha. Okay. Yeah. Na me mubo about 7 of them. Enti the opposite an exercise in mediocrity. So what you say? They are running away. And as I'm now walking, me catch row say agenda 111 no. Me family card is here. Me to me go hospital there. On what basis? And okay, if it is about infrastructure, now at various stages of completion there. Kessben boy, you should work here. community day schools are you see was antimemu. Na ebi wo roofing level. Na ebi the roof atoso a aka nkonya. Omo ka kire ye say as long as I am commission our students are metrimuni ya fairly and you are also towing the same line. And it is on record. Say when it comes to the health infrastructure and in terms of the number of bed capacity we have delivered in Ashanti region more than them.
Okay.
They are a knee-jerk reaction.
And all delivery now work
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because
all right.
Yes, it is.
Because
it is. Every country or health and your wealth.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Very
important. Yes.
And that is the vision. You invested about around $2 billion in building infrastructure, health infrastructure in the whole country. And for that matter, Ashanti region, you share.
Okay. Nice one. Thank you so much. Yes, Honorable Ernest Afayam, Chairman, Ishayasu Constituency, NDC. Honorable Doc. Doc. I didn't try.
What dream? No, Afayam, many propaganda to Casas confidence, but not any sick crack.
But Afayam,
no, maybe.
What are your point?
Sir, access to internet. Check Ghana Debt Management Report 2016. It's projects are buying a drain who saw before 2016. Niamana Gugumina, the time I called who sika, time ska amount any womb. Oko appendix 446, 447, and 448. But some kind. Or say 2 regional hospitals and 6 district hospitals. When time I signing one agreement. 2008, November 20th. Me patos abenen dis na aben. Amount na ese ye those hospitals sky inyaye was 981 million Ghana cedis. Ebio 500 bed military hospital in Kumasi. The same date, but amount inyaye for that was 520 million Ghana cedis. As of 2008 for those projects. Not in the Baho military hospital no NDC tries and come free Ashanti region and they are Kotemale. And people fought it. Originally, Nasanka war a Prempeh College on so fly.
Okay.
4B and
okay.
And I saw me free. After a compromise, said we see a ferry. And a delay at the commencement, I was said 2014. And Tobika said, oh, you pedal dream one. And this the dream. And you get Ghana Debt Management Reporter. It's a document before Parliament. That is a primary document that Parliament. How do you do some more? Back when the longest serving member of Parliament. On record, NDC never initiated one single hospital, completed it and commissioned it in Ashanti region for use. Lawyer, what you say? Hospital be in Ashanti region. NDC shots here. NDC year, na NDC commission year, a man for use here from 2009 to 2016. Not even one. 2 hospitals per NDC initiate here. Now those 2 hospitals, no, me bought some message say or move from the completion rate. Next kind of class asa. I sako pay ska and see it maybe. Look at what. O share a year hospitals are MPP buy ye beto ya. Na be say all the way back from a champion reno. Sa maternity block kakrakana nesi konfanoche no. Ebi also as if you could for pencil. Te say a year project ya ye kan sa irojeti. Enye news. Enti say unia bana unia be catch say a year enena NDC mom na adwen ho a. Na so tunfo chogu Ghana fo ani. Projects me no a NDC 4 and a share ase no. Me nua eni. Me be story na ne makan actual. Eye one Formena District Hospital. NDC na share ase.
Okay.
But Mufri so not that 32%, 37%. Mufri so as in January 2017.
Yeah.
The next one, Kumewu. Mufri so now 47%. And I'm at this Ora Kokuba Kaka same way on Monster Station, Peace FM. Or can't watch them. It will share the name cause some propaganda number and you see a car near Syria, a car near Syria now. Mufri Honomo, MPP are buying in a baby from a hospital. And as we speak, Kumawu is almost complete. Million Swa, Osha hospitals MPP are buying in Ashanti region. In all, new ones as the one acquired 19. Ohwe trade.
In Ashanti region.
In Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Trade edie Kokoben, Boamai, Insuta, Sechafran Plains, Manso Dubia, Mankranso, Kwabnakwa, Obuasi is Barikese, Kodie, Esiwa, Akrofom, Dujama, Adansia Sukwa, Asokore Mampong, Bantema, Ninehini, Psychiatric Hospital at Onye, Wadi Dumakase, and a DSS in Wedra.
If all these are in existence, why don't you make noise about it?
That is why you can't want them to say, Minister Nekayano, Mose Enyanokre. And now I'm giving you facts. And these are things that Metia Minya Jimmy, and a year Dashantiami, or group beer. You know, more call rounds. Jimmy Shaiso. Yeah. You're training now pictures in video. In January, you pay your press conference, you have projected in here.
Okay.
At the home, and this is a fire I'm saying, no cry, or make it see it. What was to be a man? You have 2 projects, 5 projects, and never made. By way, by you. Manson Quanta, Chedia, Sabronum, Drobonso, and Aswami.
Nina Hospital.
Nina Hospital.
Are people around?
Yes, yes. That is what Nina wants at Wabonting. Oh, Trasu Bioma, and about Eurojet project. Oracle for the Shas here. Pen Hunska. NDC buyer 8 years of many.
Until before, say, Kufu Free Sono, 2009. Na project ni bi wo ho wa propose ya to order da Hunska.
Wa Hunska ba. Mase Ghana debt management reports no. I tell time you time for a secure loan no. Ewo it is a Ghana ebo besiano da say ya pno so ma da say e no masa check time besiana e boy e be matio. E to me be catch am say the is the corporate scaba ma kai say in the moments of parliament they are waste. In document 28 was a Kufo pay scan in November. Mono go to parliament. Muntimi kan ho asem bia. Next no credit. But approval and back cause draw down scandal. As if based on your own incompetence, man and draw scandal. Who do you blame? Okay. Ebio, osa twaswa. For a project under a year Eurojets, no, there was a Tepa District Hospital, ya commission cry. There was Konongo District Hospital completed and commissioned. 250 Ashanti Regional Hospital, and there was Sewano, and a 500-bed hospital, which is almost completed. What was to be mad? Then there is a category D, which is hospitals be I say emergency, I say there may be necessity be and I orchestrated those hospitals. Baby said a trauma hospital I see no bossy. Ujani fi when ye maternity block I yes no conformity in senior yanka say
trauma hospital and they were Nyameso no called Dunkwa.
Yeah, Pachan.
Oh, okay.
What I say, and a comprehensive treatment and quarantine facility. I was a yes, here treatment and quarantine facility. Kumasi South Hospital. Yes, here now. What for Patasin and say police hospital? Police on police post on. Yes, police hospital. Hospital is here no. Yankofa a year kofi bachi ebotum scan is here. I am buying sika. Anameba. Good. Ebio otwasu biwa. No baba benya the last one be quite very important. Bekwai Municipal Hospital, Kufo initiated in 2004. NDC by no move is kind of sign Kojoto near new projects. No. In 2019, NSA pay loan. These are facts.
Bekwai Hospital.
Bekwai Hospital. It's as I make can say. Some hospitals here can now. It was such original. Minister can say, don't expect the ministers to be speaking for the whole Ghana. To say a year bank hospital, for instance, I shall say. A home says a home documentation say 2008. You free by more buy bank hospital say I go phones structure ni every yeah buy in a bank hospital already almost at nipa. But NDC mo be take credit and can want ye a year where a hospital okay UG medical yeah they okay. Aye. What say na hospital ben ye wi afa nipa. Afa abrana mu fra ben na UG MC na afa nipa say na fa wi a whole nipa be fa ni na no nipa ni be form an MPP but you can see in CSA hospital. Okay. It started in 2011 under Professor Mills. What you say you can see in see it will question obisa na be say man say o ka say boss UG medical hospital na obisa me say yeah dey na esi afa nipa dey me can say ampa mama o dey wie any dey yen si wie kwa mama obi but in 2024 no your target ni say sa hospital sa aka me say we be see na wi sa one your friend say agenda 111 e dia yesi no definitely be na baby mean say me chrome thread there the NT baby
yeah
what I say so all these things are going to come on board to prepare ya ba be first sector bia say o come market as next week ba ya penga say market na the market your topic na the market say so no Asante region because o ka the machine Kumasi yes be te do a ye be di hu nkomo
market
yes you run your best infrastructure mum ko see Abraham free so na wie just 6 of my Asante region no. Every school we see bia na classroom space we here just 24 units. E-block bia 24 units the room. There by we see dormitory aka ho, ya be see staff quarters aka ho. Na ewie so as part of one your friends say FSHS.
Yeah.
Any infrastructure near provided. Infrastructure ya provided no Asante over 2,400 classroom spaces no. Na ka nyina ho asem. Then you hu there we see kese. Over KSTS for instance, MPP space I create KSTS. I say we e-blocks in 2 schools.
Now it's old schools ni bi wo ha. Most are building infrastructure.
That is what we did. Abani cast a double track. Your infrastructure film. That's what I say. Say you become once we exactly. So health infrastructure
see new school.
And I like the way our minister assess you know. O just say. Nanado Edikan Kasai no say oh. A year agenda 111 no. Bebena will be commissioned next year. You be now within 2024. And the minister no as also for panel no so say Asante region the hospitals are no. So for if it's obey minister, if it's obey politics, who say a year banja is heavy. Okay. And I answer your party fires just no. Yes, you near three. And you can all these hospitals. And as I say, you a record of hospitals in Asante region. The end is in a chance here when you are a baby. The end is inherited from Kofua when we. What I say, the temple that when this anya hoshi. And the air by and shall send baby, they could do. And we are hoping say in 2024 there, you buy the make speed pa. Timinia, munina ye.
Okay. Okay. Right out. Na yonko.
Kessben come out with no. Okay, Professor Mills, the late Professor Mills. Yeah. Okay, say na President Kofo ye Kwame be a friend N1.
Aye.
Na wakone nimpa ofri so no. Professor Mills by no baby we are now Professor Mills friend say Minia penny. Una share Saturday with the Commission. That is how the conversation should be. Mobile, you know, the hospitals are wabubo now. You saw say we started the project. Near a suburb form. The block be started. You know, and then hurriedly. Person we to say projects ni na no. Bona mababa completing Wodia. But me maybe I would be me pato member.
Yes,
Debbie. I am you see, why name Safari Hospital was started under the NDC? When I'm telling you, the John Ajekum the Afari land, who purchased it? Debbie me because I question. American. Obianim.
What the whisker I be about what me and Shasi.
What do you can you be? That's and now this can make Sanya Sakopis Kessben Tobo. One say, Sebi, and Yaki, and I say, ye didn't come on. And come on, some primary source. And come on, ye dina, and I say, Sa hospital there is a ria ne Kumewu Formena Tepa Aferi Bekwa Konongone Tepa ni no. It is the NDC that started it. Completed the starting stage. The Ntina na Kumewu man and nani buofu. And I want to work from her. Sir, President Mahama started hospital no. Ah, they could do with no free so no. Oh my God, it is a name a good thing, sir. Wabana will complete it. So to the American answer. But Mba magic credit and say you have done it. Now I have to say the no when it gets the debate in the
me patcho the American answer. O share a year Ghana and Carter chese Ghana da kwa Bobby semi for project. I'm a board in Ghana debt management report. Yeah. A Carter call parliament every year. Your 2017
finance
parliament want a copy. Until a year 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, a basa BC 2023 area. Our World Bank should copy. What just say? IMF edge copy. A woman say in 2016, dear no. 6 regional hospitals.
Which is appendix.
Appendix 447 and 448.
All right.
But why would you make sure?
Ewa
Exactly. Or say, says Cano, MPP pays Cano area no data on approve agreement, scan agreements no. November 20th, 2008. The flowing man just got to MPP Lucy. More than 2 years Cano be here for 8 years no. Therefore, I'm so for. But I no scanning sign project man young back pempo. Emu dia ina mu commission here.
But at least they started.
No, you don't get my point. What about those kind of start with this kind of? Oh, okay. Maybe 2 projects are on one chassis. And you want a drain home. Eco pen muska. And also, no more than 37 and 42% rate of completion. That is a formula. Any Kumawudi and I say, Kwame was talking about
formula was around
85%. Say no. Yakope,
no, 85% complete. Air condition now.
Air condition in Sashi.
Debbie, now, hospital 50% complete.
Mami come as air condition. The point.
Say equipment now. Oh, now I don't refi.
Me say to Mas Mami come as
Debbie, but Mami come as Tobo. Now, when you were say from now hospital no. You complete 85. Oh, that is before the 2020 elections.
2020 now when
now some okay. But
good. And make us, but you do your new time come fit air condition.
No.
It's a 2020 now. Yes, you have to do it. No, it's a 2 air conditions. No. Me say, the point I'm making say, hospitals, who be see the ordain who say baby see hospital go pay scan. We don't take credit away from the person. What you say? I know you one. E to so bi no. The mo inherit from Morocco for you can want say nka say dia. Na na don't say ni dia. O say ampa ura before say. O say so pay muskan. Mo maba besum. Say mo beye. Mo be tools scan ma fa nwe project. Scan sa. Na na do buy na so pay scan for say de ba ho. Ebi o ye wie, ebi o ma aka aka de wie. De mo amusa ase amu na mo ye mu evaluation ko pay muskan no. Mo anfa nu be de scan sa san ye.
Okay.
Ye ba en yakope scan ba be wie. Eno so me kan no amaka money.
Okay.
And these are facts. Ningaka investment and another buying are in the health sector in this region.
Okay.
Momo record of health sector now capitation number 2 hanum man go for rough. So what are you talking about?
All right. No.
Oh, say asama okan. Asama okan yeah, record in health sector capitation area ba.
And one dem we Tobo. That can you
time health insurance buy no.
But
na mutual.
Say pilot no mo yes capitation for almost 4 years.
For almost 4 years. Pilot end 4 years.
Maybe Tobo.
Pilot end 4 years.
Anyway,
enka 24 hour economy.
Me say almost started health insurance. It was mutual. Now we are we duma untimi kwa hospital was kwa.
Even at the beginning.
Yes, it was mutual health insurance. It took the NDC to make it national health insurance.
And I'm capitation.
Yes, so capitation media. It was.
I can tell you because
it was purpose. So what I say, and nobody hear propaganda.
Okay.
I can even tell you that because man was even passed the MP. Not NDC.
Now you share the 24-hour economy and the digital economy. A bit more can say. In fact, former President John Dramani Mahama, Nensema Kenya, 24-hour economy near there. It's like promising jobs. Name Mumpes of a candidate and now Petem, media qualify the promises of creating jobs. So, which are buying the aba or ye make creative jobs. May you say so to me ain't creative. So, Bema and Kofuaye, Juma 8 hours, 3 times a day, 24, non-stop. Ebi mo say feasible. Ebi mo so cry say human ewahi. All those also private companies being near there, they are signing on to the 24-hour economy. And one thing be brave. Ebi mo so cry say the digital economy now. Dr. Muhammad Baumia and the president. Nana do danko Kufuor. This is your muye. Oh, to Hokra, near maybe out to me ye. Abra, you don't need to even go to work and adjourn son or why. What do you make of this?
Good. My minister take the record straight say you can't digital economy. At the end you can't want it. Say maybe buy. Now obey a call I call Abuja this communication center.
Yes.
So them say
yeah.
But a bedu baby, now you provide phone booths all over. Phone booths. Fede now we have some communications. I could line. No be fra but I'm time 5 o'clock. I could trade.
Another time, Ghana Telecom also.
So nim sir.
Yeah.
Nti se yɛka digital economy a continuous process. Ɛno nti na mmerɛ bi bae na mbafo use typewriter. Nim sir. Ɛna ɛbɛɛ ne yɛ the computer.
Yeah, ne laptop your friend is
Nti
iPads.
Nti yɛkɔ yɛ nim.
Yes.
Nti under his excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yɛfrɛ adeɛ bi fiber optic. Yɛ de kɔhyɛ fam. From Volta region where to somewhere upper east region. Emma, as at that time, for the first time, President John Mahama, etimi any Madam Hanateta no a foreign minister. Ekasai, a meeting. Anna Hanateta that in office or my meeting who no more yet discussion. Yes, I have the video.
Wow.
It is there.
That time I say they busy.
Maybe yes, never be see that. May the genesis of digitalization. Accra Digital Center is see what I say and when connected to the various regions. So what I say, without the fiber optic, ultimate digitalization, that is what I'm making.
All right.
Enti obiba no biaba betrim. That is a. Now, you care about 24-hour economy. Minia. And until the MPP, they say the Abo Mupusano. They say, what 24-hour, be tough form, be rolling, be young hoofy, be see, it is not possible. We are no matter Abeka say, possible. Just one policy. So what I say?
Yeah.
Now, no, America, we say, Yawada, 21st of December, yeah, Baba, 24-hour sensitization work in Ashanti region. Wow. It is the real deal. The game changer. And until TUC penny in a friend, Dr. Yauba, embrace policy ni say where they must home to check. And until go so mahini, embrace Dr. Mahmoud Baumiani MPP form. Omunti as 24-hour policy ni say chobas. But who call the chrome wale chobas ne operate.
Oh, Chimucha Ghana for a chair.
I don't know, me submission now, Bressa.
Kessben,
yeah. Say you got 24-hour policy. The extra say so. I'm for 2 kwamana.
Yeah.
When say people work day and night.
Yes.
So him say, as we speak, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and at the Tema Port, he has signed a contract with this private MPS. Extra port numa and name says ships ebahora ship edoku 24 hours. They got 24-hour policy here. They just as a manufacturing sector, the mining sector, the security sector. They actually say, and then the construction industry, no. So when say, you bet me aye juma near incentives with the electricity tariffs every better to swam my near to me produce 24 hours. It means that workers. No, we have 3,000. With me a triple
or triple, yeah.
So what I say. So what me triple now? What it means is that now we produce BB worth 100,000 metric tons. The children say we produce 300,000 metric tons. The other 3 days, you are using 24 hours to do it.
And indirectly, say, focus job creation.
No, sir, it is about job creation. Okay. What it means is that, say, ne yabaha. Ne baba be juma set here wahi ye poko another set will come in so what I say yes. And your production na in a day no ebe 3 times okay. Na 3 times productivity be cost through so productivity cost through a lot of revenue so be revenue no so ba the chance of economy no base no be expand so base ni expand per what it means is that Sika was system num obiya so ebedidi. That is the policy they don't understand.
An interesting one be a buy.
Good.
On radio na me host too much and will be sending a message about a 24-hour yeah. Say a drew baby and they say you for the be your film, but Anglo good Ashanti that time they AGC.
Yeah.
No more running
24 hours. Good. Yeah. Good.
NDC time you were in power. Mining company we egui for corridor dancing want to me and young she
Anglo Gold enya aban So unim sa. A private entity. So unim sa. So say who create enabling environment na and na omutimi eye saade no. Until the fact say there are other mining companies and they are making say they run the 24 hour. So what you say. So what it means is that the policy you implementing effectively. Yes, because because the vice president also created 2.1 million jobs.
Yeah.
Also created 2.1 million jobs. And productivity no any intimate
okay.
And then yakofa bibi a friend of domestic debt exchange program aba. And the pensioners here and sato or musikaso. So what it means is that the agri sector modernizing now mechanizing agriculture. Now with the processing plant, in fact, so the baby a idea cashew. There is a processing plant to be operated 24 hours. Into farmer no produce when him say what the bape they turning that raw product into a certain finished product. What they buy and people just so be until all the time no him say there is availability of market for that person.
But if you also cry, there are some companies already almost running 24 hours.
Yes,
but
what is the impact? What is the impact? The said I'm running daytime. Is it the same? Daytime how you busy? Is it the same?
Sounds so busy, sir.
And I make us high busy. The streets no. That was this year, and Nampine.
Oh, okay.
And Nampine. Our company is working. Oh, please take it easy. Oh, yeah, because Mudia Munti policy nas Mudia ni choba. So what you say? And then Uko DVL, Sabe Omapon, so nimsa.
Okay.
Yes. So the set no we Juma or Pano Mukono. We could get the same set that will be working in the evening.
Okay.
So what I say, and to me meaning say na say me call DVLA after 6 hours. Me call to this the same number of people are no we adwuma no pa. E be provide the same service amame. What it means is that aban be increase the revenue. That is the concept they don't understand. Oko immigration office. So when you say atotum.
Yeah.
Beboa. But then so be sorry anopa from 8 o'clock to 5 p.m. Ko he it say a NAM conference. But so obi nim say enumre obekwa committee the people our offices on yes held you mana. When him say make sorry na me call us at that time na I'll be giving the services I needed, and that in that case transportation will be running for that 24 hours.
With these two entities out there example immigration DVL.
Yes. Missing manufacturing sector.
Okay. But I'm for 2 way answer. Obibeka with DVLA, any immigration. Why don't you create a platform, digital or TV or between access it?
You can never,
the license, maybe or renew. Now I had digital, do baby a police Nisiana or scanning or who say, oh, everything is in order.
But make us a yes, see, I electricity digital. Me running out of credit. Me running out of credit in the middle of the night. Now me say me try her. Me 256. I never got it. I never got it. But then sen can I meet my office at here? Oh, say you can never erase the human factor from it. About don't they use the digital system? Yes, but yes, still people are running.
By human factor, no ALS.
No, and I'm saying that. Yes, and I'm actually say I run it concurrently.
Oh, okay.
That is what I'm saying. It is a one take concept last year, and at the end of the day, a microphone better than computer chi no why you and I'm a boy. Say ne obi train my contact be sick free in the phone so, and we have to call on lines. No, we call but we can send you. But in that case, and Kananka. Running that service 24 hours. Maybe I could have gone to the office there and work on it. Until the police, who say, who are police are who your originator of it, who nim. So what you say? And until a minion about Mupus or Munim de Omokano. Because if you know, sir, a game to what to Canada, and you know how their systems run.
And so in that door can make
because you don't know. Because yes, will impact you don't know how it's going to grow the economy.
Chairman, it's indirectly no now say. Increasing the workforce.
Exactly. So you are creating jobs.
But to be creating jobs, and they are there for why don't we reduce the workforce? What if you can do something?
No. Yes, even as at now, Crawford will working from home. As we speak now, Crawford will working from home. Our economy is such that we have not developed. We are not a developed nation. So what I say. Okay. So that is how you build it. So that at the end of the bottom line of this 24-hour is just towards productivity, increase productivity. Yes.
Immigration.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Why not? Because it's just a matter of providing security, the lighting systems and everything. It is a police service, So if the number is 6,000, what it means you double the number. If you double the number, what it means that what creating in who creating in human a pay generating revenue amount. If you don't understand this thing in there, any hallelujah.
Nice one.
Lawyer.
Doc.
Ampa fiber optics NDC for IEB.
Yeah.
But NDC is responsible for only 12% of fiber optics yearly in Ghana. In the history
12%?
Just 12%. MPP is responsible for 88%. My facts in this year.
Okay. You see,
facts no.
Okay.
Okay, no. Also, maybe na echo salary.
Yes.
And Oracle for a kind of crash. That's when mobile phones became, even common. At a point. Now got to SIM card and 99 cedi. Then the boy.
Yeah, then the boy dey pa.
But later so tiya be do 1 cedi. Nina is Oracle for pencil. The year 2000 fiber optics no. Osha a year was square C squared Ghana. Or more 550 kilometers. There was spectrum fiber. Or more 1,839 kilometers. There were main one. And here 46 kilometers. There were Comsys, and here 191 kilometers. Your Gridco Edia, which is 3,534 kilometers. Your Nita Edia, which is 479 kilometers. Elta Tugo, also there 1,787 kilometers. And now Glow Edia 1,960 kilometers. MTN there 8,565.2 kilometers. What's that? Under MTN, and got 4 use of network broadly, no, or more a wider coverage. Nina, the Bible is here from 2017 to 2021.
Okay.
What I say, NDC, the moon my year 1,458 kilometers. So, okay, and send MPP back.
So it was late.
No, get this point. Minka said it wasn't late.
Okay.
But me say, oh, Koraku for yebi. Even Rollins time, because I didn't go phone booth call. Oraku for yebi. Oraku for time. Yet those are Ariba. Some MTN. Predecessors. It's not normally fiber nibi. And we might build it to us. Most time they see on time, no.
Yeah.
But you are responsible for just 12%. MB is responsible for 88%. Now, Adebakwa and now you can't 24-hour economy. I think said the misinformation is just too much. Either some comfort deliberately are out there to misinform, and I'm on Tiasia. Mamina is a high policy class. At least we're a politics as a public policy person. You can say 24-hour economy. It is the product of demand and supply mechanisms. The party in say, "O share a year system. Be every country be our sector be operating 24 hours."
Okay.
Those sectors are extended demand. You can extended demand. Man for beat set transportation example. Transportation every time within 24 hours will be per transportation.
Yeah, there also be
it's every country. Yeah, what if you assist a CIB? This will be on my what's and hope meaning with that country there. But obia transportation sector open 24 hours. Mama near practical VIP. Because it's Yabinaka, Aquacra. They operate 24 hours around the clock. Obako a metro mass. About 6 no happen. Because after 6, only demand.
Okay.
As an independent company need demand. Okay, say make 24 hours. That's winning their worker. Maybe we are some countries or matters or maybe we can't say Muhammad again for political reasons. Anfa. Mamifa pharmacy sign example. Oko conference in China, Kolibua. Hospital pharmacies are one in China. Because of the high demand for pharmacy services around these hospitals, no. Almost a very high demand. It's almost operating 24 hours.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, obi beba.
Sir,
say you pay drew and say you trade drew be okay.
But Oba baby said for 3 miles. Me meti PVs. Be am to me drew. I hear obi anwumre na mo pa mo fa police 4,000 me go. Mo fa street lights me boho. I hear people be call to do here 10. It was say emfaso obenya wo ho na. Ontimi break even. Tin of a many affair me Juma say when you are. Never so be into a campo. So it wouldn't make business sense. So baby. This is very basic. That is why in economics, and I can say, where there is demand, the market will find a way to meet the demand. This is very basic. And some oh, and I buy my production at cost production at cost, but they're not talking or answer the question of demand. No, it is anybody production at cost. This is the point. You have a supply, I'm a Kessben. You have a supply, I find code to AB. The CTO say, I'm a Kessben workers. Moya nipa a year 10 year day bremo. Yakoya 30 because you produce around three shifts. Yes, sir. You have about 10. No, next month we have me produce coat nibi. My workers may on day. Workers may on day. No, these are basic things. As a policy person, most people are not asking these questions. Ebio and so say, company be operating a year 24 hours. There are basic concepts here will be a meeting: efficiency, effectiveness, and productivity within the first window of operation. Yeah, it's within the first window of operation. No, say what TV and no, it means that we wastage every. No operations. Only wastage in free no operations, man. It wouldn't make sense. So because of commission another round of your friend say the production capacity. Or fair human kofo ibrabe and kofa sabegum moment the same thing abra. First window no kwano. Inefficiency. Yeah. No workers ebe juma late. Omba juma munya hwe public service obabeda. Yen solve ya no was extended by 24 hours. Invariably, what you're doing is you are extending the inefficiency. And also, you
can introduce it, but
that's the thing. And I'm saying it will be an extension of the inefficiency. Because first window of operation, no, but the DVI, not or the immigration, passport office example. Maybe you should know as an example. Passport office. Me who any economy passport office here 24 hours as a manually said they will say your be office no. I'll tell you how they operate. Maybe you don't know. I don't want to say problem definition an important part of any policy. The problem definition of passport office the first thing and they say one passport office on books create me shorty. Set it as many books. Yeah. A cut across various governments. It is always 10 operations by 24 hours. A coin bear soon and no more books are printing.
Maybe a production of books. No? So
production of books, I know how. I say. Or no, any immigration for the produce books. No. As a books are sent out one piece of amendment to 24 hours. So there's a backlog of passports of 4 per passport. Yes, books are sent.
But workers no.
But workers don't make books. They're not made. And this is time assign.
There be I don't
think. Good, me to say you assess. Good. Okay. But in science, abra books and science no. Unte so muso no ko fa paper passport o monsan kan.
Yeah, she there.
Then what I say. It's date na person we dey no. Me back to me back. It's good. You are coming there, which I like it. It's my solution no. A bad solution for a bad policy. So description. Me back. It's the first thing they say. Say books or honoma unte say obi say o when ye books nti. Yan ko extend working hours. That's the first thing. The other thing a woman say, you think so passport office no crowd. I say printing be concentrated in Accra. You decentralize them or simple. Yeah. In line with Article 20, Chapter 20 of the Constitution. It's talking about decentralization. It's a decentralized printing now. A do a cook craft was with Breno. Kumasi for a common printing now, I'm printing a better pressure. And now this is the most important thing: the concentration of people in the offices. The office or there a reason, no? And Muso losing to it, my dream, I'm intimacy. Unim, Beba. Unim say, Omo passport office. Some copy passports, no. About 80% of them renew passports.
Yeah.
Any country, including UK. Nancy, I'm your school, and I'm extended my permits. On my phone, I'm your application, no. Udu page on biometrics on the way. Or card, no. No, for card, no scanning card, no. So.
Because I don't know biometrics that are.
Now, transfer biometrics are so. Common sense.
Where's Ghana card and so you
connected Ghana card to a year passport that. I see. I can't take you biometrics. Tell us I could be my say, you're more being about 24 hours. So I must have to take you biometrics.
Okay.
Ebio, now say you about me about a year Ken Westy or more graduation or make this point. And I side with him. I have my adjudicated. I wear more central markets. I have adjudicated in NIMS in this year IT. But Yamin Chad, immigration officers, almost every district, or immigration personnels. Adna obi Ghana need to be 19 immigration officer on the district. No money as service no man. Nani omuya 20 cities ya with ya. And no better than so be free of bossy about passport office. In the name of when I'm a year and go for how much me and and the same applies to DVL slits. Mimi who the entire all these documents, Ghana card. Ghana card is the independent identifier. What I say? Say so kwa be Ghana card including passport. I have any amount. It's at na madam Ghana card more all this biodata. Yes, I me buy Prince Bill. It doesn't make sense. Okay. So the idea is why they say they've had a very bad, your friend is saying, definition of the policy problem. And already a poor solution, MRT. And to the passport office near, it is the weakest example. My that's not Ghana for me. On him say you could doom someone because of the indebtedness of ECG.
Yeah.
So him say,
yeah.
NDC free so no. Now the ECG had the car about 2.9 billion. Say indebtedness na da ho no. Say metia Ramahama, metia say dun ketia, metia NDC phone bebe. Almost we ma enkofo subsidies. One, obit mama subsidy. Wait mama all the packages. Only demander. It will make sense. Obabe you are going to break even. That's the first thing. The second thing is to what extent as our subsidies we a bit impact the indebtedness of ECG. And to what extent a bit mama doom so class baby. These are questions, sir, as you dream home. Because we are electricity in same city now. Can we say economy now pretty and I say all factories pretty full capacity? You bet master. These are realistic questions.
All right.
There are things when they say also for police for okay, say 15 minutes. Or say police for double police for numbers. The question is
for security.
Mejitum. The public purse a balloon. What is it? What will be the impact on it?
The deficit no be control.
And if you know, police for a 24 hours ada. Uko a year VIP.
Yeah.
Company will hear security. I'm to make a request to the police for providing. And you're not
yeah.
If the company benefits so here security, or make a request so here security police for
with private security is near there. Okay.
Exactly. It will call UK all UK private security companies. And they take advantage of the space.
Dog, we should focus more on the data economy than this 24 hours.
The question is you can't digital economy. It is the only space where people are able to trade for 24 hours without any limits. What I say? Without hassle. Banks, it's more petty. My bank account in the UK. You can operate my bank account. Oh, Ghana. That is the digital economy. Yeah. It is without boundaries. And now, because the countries where some baby because of boundary until backfire. Rwanda in 2007 kaso yebi. 2001 and compare who say say why mistake I say a digital economy first because without digital economy South 24 economy doesn't work.
Okay.
We got $100 million from World Bank. You can cross check it. And then say Kenya for to mabano. Ura Mahama call her as your friend is a observer. Thinks that's where you got the idea from. No, there was a promise. Said on Nairobi, a 24-hour your friends a city. As it stands, I had Yamomo. Obama could pay Sika first tranche got $390 million from the World Bank again. So I'm very digital economy first.
Okay.
So when we are talking about digital economy, digital economy is a facilitator of a 24-hour regime. But I don't point to me yet. You need a strong and a solid electricity framework and infrastructure. Right. And lastly, you have to have the demand. If there is no demand for a particular product, obianti and nipa continue operate 24 hours. And me see crano. And your company bia ne betimi operate 24 hours.
We have said that.
And me put me make say, "Oti omo ba no make say o e optional na be provide the jobs ah." We are there in a policy class. Like I say, designing a policy. In this is how we are not say optional. Then how can you tell us say, then never create jobs? Okay. It's in numbers. How many jobs are you estimating to create? How many companies?
Okay. Quick one. Demand us some with a quick one in sober and ask.
Yeah.
So hospitals. Yeah.
Nipa de daho.
Say nipa de daho. So when him says Sabri, Ober corporation will be anywhere or because doctors in the home. Adeɛ bɛkye no
adwuma na doctor sɛ ma nurse sɛ ma
tobo tea adeɛ bɛkye ɛkyena no pa by 6 na nkrofo pukɔ if we say demand no wɔ hɔ but because we nim say ye ba no mre na ye nya doctors no say they are available anopa no mehwe ye
no you see
that is correct Go to
the hospital
emergency
residential services.
Oh, to
I'm already don't open 24 hours.
I don't know to mami. Who was that question?
I'm
What's the demand in your name? The demand is there.
Demand for production and all kind of make
no. I know.
Alan Busamo said, what are you going to produce? Who's Busamo that question? One just
say, say I'm going to be opposition.
Alan Busamo, what are you going to produce?
And the American say, demand no. When I create that enabling environment, create the enabling. Yes, yes. Me say so. Be your research here. Only so qua. Uncle to doctor. I am pass qua. I'm better as a doctor in you. But I didn't think. I didn't think no pa. And clearly, you don't expect him to agree with me. So what I say.
But production bits never so. That's what are you going to produce?
Oh my God. What are you going to produce?
What's essential service? Essential service. Nobody is having qualms about essential services.
Because you are talking about demand. Who can demand? If I am addressing the demand, no.
Use the passport office.
Oh,
yeah, that must say.
Use the passport office.
Kessben, I don't know. Meaning the opposite because.
I think say, you've enjoyed us to the maximum. Metna Muma, a lawyer or Henyaman Kwejan. Yes, Moti, Honorable Ernest Afayam, on a chairman for Shaizu constituency, NDC, and I think so Dr. Kessben. Poku, also a NPP communications team member within the Kwame Frimpong, Seth Wilson, Ejina Camera Nechi, MIA, Director Ajo, yes, on a director show, and I think so pages and so at the call, Facebook and all our social media platforms, and Nana Kwame Sunday, so and sound no at the Maya. All the guys are around MCR, Rubia, yes, Asami Munina, Ewaji, so mobile. Muma, lawyer Ohene Amankwa Jan. This has been Punch each and every Thursday, produced by the chief executive producer, QPCS Video. And the messages by Damasi. In fact, it has been an interesting conversation, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much, and have a good night.